Welcome. In 2021, over around a 3-week period, I channeled through automatic writing messages that I received from my guides, and I sent out to 8 women on through an email thread. And it seems timely to read these messages right now on this channel. So, without further ado, the first message came through on September 9th, 2021. And my guides say, "We look forward to talking with you and listening. What does your heart say? What do you need from us, from life? What would make your beautiful heart sing its most magnificent song? We want to hear and we're listening." And then I tell them that day what I was thinking of doing, and they said, "Yes, do whatever feels right. There are no wrongs." "What about money?" I ask them. "What about it?" they say. "Do you have money today?" "Yes," I say. And then they reply, "Do not worry. Be mindful in all that you do, not for the sake of anything else except for the act of mindful living." And I ask, "What is next for our world?" And they say, "Big changes are in store, and it will be tipping. It will be a tipping of the Earth's access to a degree that hasn't been experienced. Think of a boat. Right now, the waters are calm, but they will soon start to get rocky. Rocky waters in a small but sturdy boat. You're helping to make the boat more sturdy, as are others. There are many of you in different places, countries, and of professions, all getting ready for this new Earth, the Earth that is not yet known, at least to you. We see it, and it is bright, but first you have to steer the boat with other light workers so that it can get to the shore safely. You will get there, but the question is when. If you go off track, it will take longer. It needs to be navigated with such care as to take the most direct route. The waters will be rocky, this is for sure, with impediments in the water, as well as big storms, but the boat with you and others on it is sturdy. It's sturdier than you think. The wind and rain and the swirling waters will be unmistakable, but keep your eye on the shore. It is there even though you and others cannot see it. We are confident that you feel it and know innately the direction of the shore. It will take mindfulness, persistence, prayer as a constant. Yes, constant. Let me say this again, constant connection with us, the divine. And they tell me, "You can do this. Please share this message with others who you feel are light workers. You will know shortly, if you don't already, who they are. We will give you instructions each day that you tune into us. Each day, blessings and love." And I'm just going to go on and read day 2. They say to me, "You didn't sleep well." And I say, "No." And they say, "Rest your mind. Remember, the mind is very, very powerful. Let it work for you, not against you. Always let the mind be disciplined. Think of the ox. Let the mind be led, not the mind leading you. You understand what we are saying. Every day is a beautiful day and a beautiful opportunity to better the soul. When we are earthlings, we think of our day-to-day accomplishments, forgetting that this is nothing except the way that we do them, then the accomplishments and merits of the soul's growth. Each step that you take, make it a sacred one. We don't want to sound heavy. And for you, dear one, you need to allow for fun and levity. You're far too serious, far too serious. And then they reminded me of a sage man named Shelley Trimmer, who said that the key to life is balance. Right now, it's very important to be balanced, they say. This is the individual soul mission and the collective. Nothing has changed. Let us repeat that nothing has changed in the world, but there is, from a chrono perspective, more urgency. The aim is the same, but things are and have been speeding up. And then when I had read something about Shelley Trimmer's recommendation on a good book, Shelley Trimmer was a student of Yogananda and a peer, and he recommended the Bible. So then I went out and got a Bible back then, 3 years ago. And they say, yes, the Bible is a good read. You want to know if, and you want to know, Chris, if the last judgment day is upon you. You find it ironic that you open to the scripture of this. When I got the Bible, I opened to that part of Revelations. And they say this is true, that the book of Revelations is indeed happening currently. And they say, I want to sugarcoat things for you, but know that you can understand the truth. The great truth is that there is a divine reveal that is to take place incrementally at the pace in which is based on an individual person's karma. There are some of you that are in a place of self-awareness. Let us repeat this. We want to repeat the importance of self-awareness, looking at the self from both angles, and this will allow the divine unrevealing. I say unreveal, as what is to be revealed is something that has always been here. It has been hidden, so unreveal means that it has been revealed before but hasn't been noticed. Kind of a play on words. Now, forces are such that there will be a pushing of events, a karmic collide, so to speak, which will push this divine event to the climax in which all will be freed. All will eventually be freed. We all suffer when we are in bondage to untruths. And Chris, there are many hidden and untruths in your world, and this has brought the collective to a place of pain and suffering. It's time to release this to the underworld so that we can all be united. We can all be united once and for all, and you're thinking of the US and the us. It's interesting that you have noticed this. There is us and them, and the us will no longer be differentiated from the them. There will only be us, as there will be divine forgiveness, and it starts today. Continue to find divine forgiveness for yourself and others, because as you know, there is only the self. Other outside things will present to you as you show them to them. Does this make sense? Please do not mistake that the world that you are in is not real. It's very real, especially now when our forces of light beamers are with you on a more intense level. And the heavens are lowering, or you would say you are rising, or however you want to see it, but we are with you in forces that are powerful. Please note that the safer you feel, the safer you are, as the power of manifestation is very strong, and with the gravitational forces changing your powers of manifestation. Let me say that again. And with the gravitational forces changing, your powers of manifestation are more in line with ours. Do not fear, dearest one. Stay out of that body, as that is the body for the wicked. The wicked body mind is to be released. We use the word wicked in our terms, not yours. The word wicked can mean it produces harm. Tell your group of light beamers who have joined you that you are delighted by their presence and that they too are powerful workers, and to take these words as their own. So these words that I'm reading come not only to me, but to you. To take them as their own and to walk each step with utmost mindfulness and care, and all will be well. And they say goodbye for now. Just going to read one more before closing this out. And this was a message on 9/11. So I was visiting a property that I owned back then, and they say to me, "You are noticing the weather is spectacular, not too warm or too cold. Life is rarely this, just right. We search for the even road, the equanimity, but it is difficult to find. Today is the first day of your life." Every day is the first day. The breeze is ever so slight, and you can see insects flying around. And they ask me, "Are you afraid of telling the truth? We know, dearest one, that you can hear the truth, but are you reluctant to share the truth because of perceived judgment? Do not do this work if you can't be open to what we have to say. We need for you to be a clear channel, otherwise do not channel. The crickets are chirping just like they were this morning, and you're looking around and judging this plant. This plant is good. This tree is bad. I need to take this tree out. This tree can stay. Let it all stay. All that is. Try not to judge what needs to go. Everything can stay as it is. No need to control or worry, to fret. Life knows what it's doing, truly it does. When we meddle, then we are left to face our problems. When we watch and just see, this can be the better thing to do. We understand that trust is hard for you and your other earthling friends, and you want to try to force and control for the good, but really there is no good. Just this, as it is. Try to be open to thinking this way, as it will allow for greater mindfulness. And then they say to me, "You're tired and wired. Let this writing go until tomorrow. We will meet again then." So I'm going to leave it off there. Thanks for listening. If you have any comments or questions, throw it out there. And I'm going to be just reading some more stuff in the next video. Thank you.